Welcome back, everyone. My name is Sniping is Fun, and this is the most amount of characters for this series I've recorded in one sitting. This is my 7th character I've been recording right now in a row, and it's my 50th character in this entire series. I've done 50 of them so far. This is number 50. And we've talked about numerous characters so far, Nintendo, third-party, retro characters so far. And the series is still going to keep going, but I wanted to get to this point to end right here, before E3 comes on for Nintendo in a couple hours, because, I want to get my final amount of characters recorded and uploaded for all of you to see before Nintendo comes and actually shows off gameplay in a trailer, and a major trailer, I should say, not the teaser trailer from months ago, for this new Smash Brothers game. And you already know who the character is. I basically, because you see this video, see when I finally change the thumbnail, whenever that's going to happen sometime later today, I'm going to be working on thumbnails. So you know exactly who it is, but the last time I left you off at a cliffhanger. Who is he going to pick? He normally gives us who the characters are now, but I didn't. Because you would want you guys to wait for the video, and now you know, and you see the thumbnail, and you know exactly who it is. But this is going to be the final character I'm going to talk about before E3 ended at number 50, a good number that ended at for right now. Not to end the series in general. I'm going to be getting more characters sometime after E3, but I'm going to end it for now so I have something before E3 actually happens. And the character I picked is Miriam from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, the Bloodstained games from the creator from Castlevania. If you guys have been paying attention, this game coming out from Koji Igarashi about, the original creator of Castlevania from Konami, his own little creation of an indie game he put on Kickstarter, and pretty much is going to be coming to the Switch. And then they recently did the Curse of the Moon game like a couple weeks ago, which is like a more like NES Castlevania style 8-bit game. And they're going to be doing this new game, which is big new Metroidvania style game. And I'm ending it right there with Miriam, and talking about why I feel she makes sense to get into Smash Brothers. So, and it makes kind of sense to add her for my character that leads up to E3, because the rumor is Simon Belmont might get in Smash Brothers. So what about the new guy, the Koji Igarashi's new character, Miriam, and his new franchise, Bloodstained, because Konami doesn't seem to care about Castlevania at all anymore, except now Simon Belmont's rumored for Smash Brothers 5, Smash Brothers Switch. So, whatever. There you go. But I'm going to give it. This is my final character before E3, character number 50! Miriam from Bloodstained. And why do I feel she makes sense? What moveset ideas could I, go off of about, like, why they make she, like, what movesets could she do? And, like, percentage chance I could see them actually getting in the game. First and foremost, the game is coming on the Switch. It's going to be relevant to Nintendo at the time, because if you add this character into the game, it advertises not only Curse of the Moon, but Ritual of the Night, and 2 games that are coming to the Switch, and third-party character, a developer, Koji Igarashi, who is developing it and is giving Nintendo these games. He's developing the games not just for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One and whatnot, but all in Windows, but also on the Nintendo Switch. So, like, the game is closely tied to Nintendo. It is a kickstarted indie game that's going to be coming to Nintendo, so I think that could at least give her a chance. It throws her into the same category, at least, as someone like, at least how push she is and how popular the creator is, and how relevant she's going to be at the time, throws her into the same camp as someone like Gunvolt, Shantae, and Shovel Knight in terms of indie characters, and Quote too, for that matter, in terms of indie characters. And on top of that, Koji Igarashi, creator of the Castlevania series. Castlevania is so super closely tied to Nintendo. The next best thing, if we don't get a Simon Belmont or someone from the Castlevania franchise, would be his new IP, Bloodstained, and representing the character from it. And she is the main character, or one of the main characters from it. So at that point, I'm just going to say, you know what? That's why she makes sense. The game's coming to the system, and it's coming from a creator from a series that has super close ties to Nintendo and is in the same style. So she's relevant and historical at the same point, even though she's not personally historical. The game creator is historical, which, his whole former series, Castlevania. So that's why I feel she makes sense to get in. And in terms of moveset ideas, I haven't really been fully keeping up with this game, so I don't know exactly what she does. Like, exactly, but I had to go through trailers and picture art and character bios and stuff like that to kind of give an idea of this character. I'm looking forward to it, but I haven't been keeping up with it. That's the thing, guys. I love Castlevania and Metroidvania style games. I'm really tired right now. It's like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. But I'm looking forward to it just for that. I didn't help with the Kickstarter. Sorry, Igarashi. But I'm looking forward to it all the same, and I will buy it when it comes out. So moveset ideas. I did notice that she could basically... She's kind of like Kirby in a sense where she could take abilities from people. She's kind of been experimented on and has like these demonic crystals that are embedded in her skin. I think you could see them in this picture. They're basically all on her skin, basically. So she's basically part demon power-based character. So think someone like Alucard almost, like what he could do in like Symphony of the Night and whatnot. Like she has like these powers in her. And she can, forge demonic abilities from the opponent she beats, as well as weapons she can craft from the abilities that she beats the opponents and has like material to make weapons and whatnot. So it kind of makes that part of her moveset. And the weapons you can normally see her with, at least in terms of artwork, and also if you watch some of the trailers from the games, is a sword, but she also has a whip. Very, very Castlevania Belmont of you, Igarashi. And she can use what looks like this like axe hammer type of thing. And there's probably other weapons too, but those are the ones I've seen from the artwork. And to make her special and unique, I want to have her be a 3-in-1 character, but not a 3-in-1 character as like the Pokemon trainer was, where you switch characters in and out, but 3-in-1 weapon-based character in her smash attack. So her down B, her down special attack would be interchanging her sword, her whip, and her axe hammer ice thing. I have no idea. So that would be it. So basically, the whip would be the quick attack one that does least amount of damage, but gives you the more agile. The axe hammer one would be the super massive, damage dealer, but you slow down the character in terms of stats, and she'll move slower. And the sword would be in mid-range attack, mid-range like movability. So that I think that would be more different. It's like it'd be a 3-in-1 character, but not by changing in and out characters, but different weapon types. I've done this before with like I forgot who it was. I'm trying to remember now. Give me a second. For sure, because I gave him like his 2 different weapons in the game, which was one was like the Falchion kind of thing, but then he gets like this more god, Lord sword type of thing. So it's kind of a more advanced version of that. 3 different weapons in her smash attacks, but you change them by down B, down specialing it, and it helps change the character. If you want to play as more of a powerhouse, you take out the axe hammer. If you want to play as more of a quick fighter, you take out the whip. And if you want to play as medium range fighter and you love your swords, you use the sword. There you go. Her special attacks, I didn't actually get to see what her see. This is where I'm like, I did research, but I'm still baffled and not sure about what kind of ability she could do. So she has demonic powers that come out of her back like these evil skull-looking spirits. So all her special attacks would be demonic energy-based powers that she can basically use from these demonic powers. I don't know what the actual powers are, but Igarashi knows, and he knows, this would make sense for Smash Bros. And this would make sense for Smash Bros. So she has these demonic, long-range, demonic special magic power abilities that come out of this big glowing crystal design on her back, and they're like evil little ghost skull spirits. And just basically like certain other franchise Igarashi worked on, like Castlevania. She could also throw daggers and throw javelins, so there's her long-range attacks too, alongside her demonic abilities, which would be her special abilities. And Final Smash, whatever most demonic abilities she could do. I don't know. This is the first character I've done in this list where I don't have a specific Final Smash I would give them, and it pains me to say that. But I could not find what I would want to give her as a Final Smash. Maybe if I did a little bit more research, I could find some sort of super special demonic ability she gets in the game that could be used as a Final Smash. But I really don't know. Igarashi knows. This would be for a good Final Smash. Or maybe this would be. Like, he knows how his character works, and if that character, Miriam, got into Smash Brothers, he would know exactly what to do for her moveset. So I'm sorry that I'm at a loss for words and a loss of ideas for Final Smash, but I'm telling you right now, it's the first character on this list. Hopefully it happens never again, but anything's possible. But whatever the most powerful demonic ability she can get in the game, that's going to be her Final Smash. Sorry to say that. I copped out in saying that, but I got lost. I could not find one. Sorry. So her smash attacks will be interchangeable between a sword, a whip, and an axe hammer, which changes her ability types up. She has demonic powers for her special attacks alongside throwing javelins and daggers. And her final smash, whatever her ultimate power attack is too. And I wanted to kind of give her a special ability too, like how I talked about like Rock Howard being able to charge his chi and it makes him more powerful as long as you don't get hit. She kind of gets that more thing too, where she gets stronger based off the amount of enemies she beats. So, but instead of giving her an ability like Kirby by sucking in opponents, by beating opponents and being able to get more powerful, like taking like Luigi's abilities or Marth or Olimar or Villager or Mega Man or something like that, I wanted to basically make it like represent the ability of her being able to get more power by beating opponents by making her stronger. The amount of opponents she can beat within one life stock makes her stronger. So if you beat one opponent, you get a little bit stronger. If you beat two opponents, you get a little bit stronger. If you beat three opponents, you get a little bit stronger. But then you lose a stock, you go back to base stats, and you try to start over again. If you can be really good and not lose a stock, you beat like 20, 30, 40, 50 people. But instead of making her OP, she needs to kind of stop at some point. You can't just make her stronger after beating so many opponents. So you have to find a way to keep it not getting OP and keep it balanced a little bit. But that's the special ability I'm giving for her, just like how, Lil Mac has his KO ability, or switch time for Bayonetta. Like characters can sometimes have their own special little abilities we see in Smash Bros. 4, and I want them to continue to do that in Sakurai. Continue to make characters that have little special abilities that only they can do. And how I mentioned with Rock Howard charging Chi to make him his punches and kicks and all that more powerful with Smash and special attacks, I want to give that to her too. Because all her demonic crystals in her body kind of make her be able to suck in abilities for all the opponents she beats and defeats and whatnot. So instead of making it anywhere similar to Kirby and sucking in abilities and making her do special attacks, which would be OP in and of itself, and I don't want her to do that anyways. I'm just saying the more opponents she beats with one life stock, she gets more powerful. Her stats get a little bit boosted. She does a little bit more damage, or has a little more life, can move faster, whatever, I don't know. She does more damage until you lose a stock. So there you go. Or lose a life in general, like time battles and whatnot. And that's it for the moveset ideas. Now in terms of percentage chance I can see her getting in, it's not super likely, but it's also not improbable as well. We could very well see her get in maybe at some point. So I'm going to give her a 70%, not because she's very likely, but because it's possible for her to get in because of Koji Igarashi's connections to Castlevania, which is a series close to Nintendo, and this new Bloodstained game. Both of them are going to be on Nintendo Switch. But she's not very likely because she's obviously less likely than other third-party characters. Other indie characters especially, she's less likely than Shantae. She's less likely than Shovel Knight. She's less likely than Gunvolt, somewhat. She's somewhat less likely than, or at least on the same level as Quote. And she's definitely more or less likely than stuff like Travis Touchdown and Bomberman and Rayman and Simon Belmont even, and whatnot, and so on and so forth. So there you go. So that's it for character number 50, everyone. And that's it. In the comments, what do you think? Do you guys want to see Miriam? Are you looking forward to Bloodstained? Would you like to see the character represented? Is 70% too high, too low? What about moveset ideas? What moveset ideas would you give them? Like I said, are you looking forward to the game? So on and so forth. Fun, yada, yada, yada. Miriam, Bloodstained, good. And that's it for character number 50. And E3 is in a couple hours. Just finally see actual gameplay of it. I'm going to take a small break now from this series before I jump back into some of them sometime after E3. Hope you guys like this series so far where I'm at, but I'm going to take a small little break now until sometime after E3, and then I'll get the ball rolling again. I'm not going to tell you the next character is again until we get started, and you can see it and have fun there, and whatever. And I'm really tired right now because I've done 7 characters straight. So E3's in a little bit. I'll give you guys my opinions probably on that. That will be a video I probably will record soon too. And have fun, everyone. Stay tuned for future newcomer ideas from Smash Bros. 5 and Switch, or whatever the heck they call it. Maybe we'll hopefully get a name, so maybe I can change the name of the series a little bit. And stay tuned for future videos. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day. See you all later. Bye.